Welcome to this session. This session, we give the steps on how to solve word problems involving linear equations. So we'll start by describing the general steps that you need to follow for you to be able to solve a word problem. And then do some examples involving application of the linear equations. So let's start by giving the steps on how to solve such kind of equations. So briefly describe the steps you need to follow to solve a word problem that possibly tries to apply linear equations. So steps of solving word problems involving application of linear equations. So there's no foolproof method for solving word problems involving linear equations, but the steps you are going to give can possibly help you to solve a problem much easily. So step one, read the problem carefully and note what is given and what is required and what is required in the question. So one, for the first step, read the question carefully and note what is given and what is required of the problem. Once you have done that, step two, denote the unknown quantities by variables, say x and y. So denote the unknown quantities in the problem by unknown variables, say x, y, z, etc. Once you have done that, then the next step, translate the problem to the language of mathematics or mathematical statements. So once you have read the question carefully, you have denoted the unknown quantities by the variables, say x, y, z, then translate the problem into mathematical statements. Number four, form the linear equation using the condition given in the problem. So form the linear equation in one variable using the conditions given in the problem. In case where the equation is testing a simultaneous equation where you'll have more than two unknown variables, then you still translate the same information in terms of linear equations involving the variables at hand. Then 5, solve the equation for the unknown from step 4. And then lastly, verify the answers you get with the given conditions of the problem, just to ascertain that what you are doing is the correct thing as per the question. So verify the answer to show that what you get is in agreement with the conditions given in the word problem. So we start by describing how we solve problems with examples. So the first example is 7 times a number increased by 10 is 24. So find the number. Find the number such that 7 times this number increased by 10 is 24. So the question is interested in finding a number such that when this number is multiplied by 7, and then we increase the value by 10, finally we end up with 24. So because we don't know the number at hand, let's assume the number is x. So solution, let the number be x. Now I've been told that this number 7 times, so 7 times the number means we'll have 7x increased by 10. So increased by 10 means when you add 10 to this 7 times the number x, then the answer is 24. So that's what that information in the problem or the condition in the problem mean. That 7 times the number increased by 10. So increased by 10 means adding 10, we get 24. So which means we'll have 7x equals to 24 minus 10. And then 7x equals to 14. So which means x will be 14 divided by 7. So the answer is 2. So then now we can actually confirm that this is true, because if you say 7 times 2, the answer is 14. When you increase by 10, you get 24. So therefore, the number of interest in the problem is number 2. Problem 2, the sum of two numbers is 25. One of the number exceeds the other by 9. Find the numbers. So the sum of two numbers is 25. One of the number exceeds the other by 9. So find the number, or find the numbers. So solution, if we assume that the smallest number is x, so let the smallest number be x. So if the smallest number is x, and we have been told that one of the number exceeds the other by 9. So it means that the largest number is x plus 9. So exceeds means you add 9. And then the sum, which means plus, of these two numbers must be 25. So this means that if we take x plus 9, we must always get 25. So now solving this, will have 2x plus 9 equals to 25. Collecting like terms, 2x will be 25 minus 9. So 2x equals to 25 minus 9 is 16. So which means x equals to 16 over 2, which is 8. So therefore, the smallest number is 8, and this other number would be 8 plus 9, which is 17. Hence, the two numbers are 8 and 17. That's how we solve that problem. Next question, number 3. One of the acute angles of a right triangle is twice the other acute angle. Find the acute angles. Now, sometimes problems which involve geometric objects, they are also better done when you draw the sketch and actually try to put in the information on the problem. So let's sketch. So we have, if this is a right angle triangle, so this is, let's call this one A, B, C. So let's call this one, this is one of the acute angle. So let angle at B, let's call it X. And they're saying that one of the acute angles of a right angle triangle is twice the other acute angle. So then now, this means that angle at C will be actually 2x, assuming that is the one that is larger than the angle at B. So we know that angle at A is 90 degrees. Now, since angle at A plus angle at B plus angle at C, all these should sum up to 180 degrees. Then we have 90 degrees plus x plus 2x equals to 180 degrees. So we have 90 degrees plus 3x equals to 180 degrees. So we'll have 3x equals to 180 degrees minus 90 degrees. So 3x equals to 90 degrees. And x will be 90 degrees over 3, which is 30 degrees. So therefore, the angle at B is 30 degrees, and the angle at C would be 2 times 30 degrees, which is 60 degrees. Therefore, the acute angles for this triangle are 30 degrees and 60 degrees. So hence, the smallest or the smaller acute angle equals to 30 degrees, and the larger acute angle is 60 degrees. So that's how we solve that problem 3. Next problem. Number 4, the difference between two numbers is 48. The ratio of the two numbers is 7 to 3. What are the two numbers? So we can say, let the two numbers be x and y. So, and let y be greater than x. Without loss of generality, let's assume that y is more than x. So which means y minus x, we get 48. And then the ratio is 7 to 3. So which means y to x is the same as 7 to 3. Remember, ratios are the same as fractions. So from this, so we can call this one equation 1. We have 3y equals to 7x, or simply y equals to 7 over 3x. We can call this one equation 2. So replace 2 in 1. So we'll have 7 over 3x minus x equals to 48. Now 7 over 3 minus 1, we get 4 over 3. So x equals to 48. So to get x, we multiply both sides by 3 over 4. So this gives us x equals to 36. So which means y would be 7 over 3 times 36, which will give us 84. So therefore, the two numbers are 84 and 36. So that is problem 4. Problem 5 on listing applications of linear equations reads, divide 70 into 2 parts such that 1/4 the larger part exceeds one half the smaller part by 1. So this is a problem. To subdivide 70 parts, 70 into 2 parts, such that 1/4 the larger part exceeds 1/2 the smaller part by 1. So this is how we can interpret this question. So we're saying that if we take 1/4 of the larger part is the same as 1/2 the smaller part by 1. So this was the meaning of exceeds 1/2 smaller part by 1. So that's what the problem means. Now, if, say, this is the whole part from A to B, we have the value here is 70. Let's say this point C. So this is the larger part from A to C, and C to B is the smaller part. So if we let smaller part be X, so I'm saying from C to B is X. So this distance is X. So we know from A to B is 70. If from C to B is X, then A to C will be 70 minus X. So therefore, when the smaller part is X, larger part will be 70 minus X. So then now we can use that. So this implies larger part is 70 minus X. So then now from the condition given in the question, we have a quarter times the larger part, which is 70 minus X, is the same as a half, the smaller part, which is X, then plus 1. We can decide to multiply through by 4 to remove the denominators. So multiply by 4, we have 70 minus X equals to 4 into a half X plus 1. So 70 minus X equals to 4 times a half is 2. 4 times 1 is 4. So we'll have 70 minus 4 equals to 2X plus X. So 3X equals to 66. So which means X equals to 66 over 3, which is 22. So this means that smaller part is 22 and larger part equals to 70 minus 22. And 70, when you minus 22, you get 48. So therefore, if we divide 70 parts into 2 parts such that 1/4, the larger part, exceeds 1/2 the smaller part by 1, so the smaller part should be 22 and the larger part should be 48. Number 6. The question is, a number consists of 3 digits. So simply a 3-digit number. the middle digit is twice the hundredths digit and exceeds the units digit by 2 if the number is 28 times the sum of its digits, find the number. This is a nice problem. We have a 3-digit number such that the middle digit is twice the hundredth digit and exceeds the unit digit by 2. If the number is 28 times the sum of its digit, find the number. So solution, we can say let the 3-digit number be x, y, z. So here, the middle term is actually the digit in ones, this is the digit in tens place value, this is the unit in the hundreds place value. So they're saying that the middle digit is twice the hundredths digit. So y equals to 2x. So that's this information. The middle digit is twice the hundredths digit and exceeds the units. The middle digit is twice the hundredths digit and exceeds the units digit by 2. So the units, the middle digit exceeds the units digit by 2. So we have units digit is z and then plus 2. So the hundredth digit is x, tenth digit is y, and ones digit is z. So when you say the middle digit, which is y, is twice the hundredth digit. So hundredth digit is x, so we'll have y equals to 2x, and exceeds the units digit by 2. So y is the same as z plus 2. If the number is 28 times the sum of its digits. So remember the number x, y, z is the same as. So when you write in expanded form, it will be x times its value, which is 100. So we'll have 100x plus 10. Its value is 10. So 10 times y plus z, its value is 1. So 1 times z is z. So that's what we have. So when you say that if the number is 28 times the sum of its digit, so x, y, z is the same as 28 times the sum of the digits x plus y plus z. So which is the same as 28x plus 28y plus 28z. So with this, if we call this one 1, and we call this one 2, then where there's y, we put 2x, where there's z, so where there's y, we put 2x. So from 1 and 2, I'll call this one 3. And x, y, z is the same as 100x plus 10y plus z equals to 28x plus 28y plus 28z. So which means then we have 100x plus 10, why this y we put 2x, this from equation 1, plus z equals to 28x plus 28, why this y we put 2x plus 28z. I'm replacing the value of y by 2x as given in the first equation. So I'll have 100x plus 20x plus z equals to 28x plus 56x plus 28z. Now from this equation 2, we can say z is the same as y minus 2, if you take 2 to the left-hand side, which is the same thing as saying z equals to the value of y is 2x and then minus 2. So where the z we can replace by 2x minus 2. So we'll have 120x plus, so the value of z is 2x minus 2, plus 28 plus 56, 84x, plus 28, but z is 2x minus 2. So we say we have clearly now just reduced all the 3 unknowns into just one unknown equation. We have 120x plus 2x minus 2 equals to 84x plus 56x minus 56. Now 120 plus 2 is 122. X minus 2 equals to 84 plus 56 is 140. X minus 56. Collect like terms, bring minus 56 to the left-hand side, bring 122 to the right-hand side. So we'll have 56 minus 2 equals to 140x minus 122x. 140 minus 122 is 18. So 18x equals 56 minus 2, we get 54. So x equals to 54 divide 18, which is 3. So therefore, the value of x equals to 3. And remember, y was 2x, so y will be 2x, which is 2 times 3 to give us 6. And z, in terms of x, is 2x minus 2. So 2x minus 2 to give us 2 times 3 minus 2. 6 minus 2 is 4. Therefore, the number is x, y, z. So x is 3, y is 6, z is 4. So 364. That was problem number 6. Problem 7. Alex, not Aaron. Alex is 5 years younger than Richard. 4 years later, Richard will be twice as old as Alex. Find their present age. Present ages. Alex is 5 years younger than Richard, while 4 years to come, or 4 years later, Richard will be twice as old as Alex. So here what we do, let's get the ages, present ages and ages 4 years to come. So present ages. So let Alex age be X years. Let Alex present age be X years. So this means Richard is, when you say Alex is 5 years younger than Richard, if Alex is X years, if he is younger than Richard, so younger by 5 years, then Richard should be X plus 5 years. So those are their present ages. Let's say ages in 4 years' time. So Alex, if Alex is X years now, then 4 years to come, he is going to be X plus 4. If Richard is X plus 5 years, then 4 years from now, he will be X plus 5 plus 4, which is X plus 9 years. And then we've been told that Richard will be twice as old as Alex in 4 years' time. So this age of Richard is going to be twice age of Richard after 4 years from now. So we'll have X plus 9 equals to 2X plus 8. So collecting like terms, 2X minus X equals to 9 minus 1. So X equals to 1. X equals to, so 9 minus 8. So X equals to 1. So this means that present ages are Alex is 1 year old and Richard is 1 plus 5, which is 6 years. And then number 8. Number 8 problem is Tim is now 1.5 the age of Brad, 7 years ago, the sum of the ages was 28. What are their present ages? So solution, let's get their present ages. Let Brad's present age be X years. I've been told that Kim is now 1.5 the age of Brad. So this implies Kim's present age is 1.5 X years. Okay, so so the key term here is 1/2. So if Kim is now 1/2, so this is not the interpretation here. If Kim is 1/2, the age of Brad, and if you say Brad is X years old, then Kim is X over 2 years. So 1/2, so a half of the age of Brad. So then now 7 years ago. So Brad's age, 7 years ago, Brad's age would be simply X minus 7 years, while Kim's age is going to be the present age minus 7. And we've been told that 7 years ago, the sum of the ages was 28. So when we add the two, X minus 7 plus X over 2 minus 7, we should get 28. So X plus a half X is 3 over 2X minus 14 should give us 28. So 3 over 2X equals to 42. So X equals to 42 times 2 over 3, and 42 by 2 over 3 is 28. So therefore, X equals to 28 years. And now the present ages, so this means that Brad is 28 years. This other person will be 28 divided by 214 years. So therefore, their present ages are Kim is 14 years, Brad is 27 years old. That's how we are supposed to solve such problem. Second last. the difference in the measures of two complementary angles is 12 degrees. Find the measure of the angles. So the key word here is complementary angles, and complementary angles from geometry means two angles whose sum is 90. So let one angle x degrees. So this means that the other angle will be 90 degrees minus x degrees. So when we add the two, x degrees, when we get the difference, x degrees minus, 90 degrees minus x degrees, the answer must always be 12 degrees. So which will be 90 degrees minus 2x degrees equals to 12 degrees. So 2x equals to 90 minus 12 degrees. 90 minus 12 gives us 78. So x equals to 78 over 2, which is 39 degrees. So therefore, the angles are 39 degrees and 90 minus 39, which is 51 degrees. And then lastly, number 10, our father is 6 times as old as his son. In 4 years' time, he will be 4 times the age of his son. What are their present ages? Now, common sense will tell you that the ages you get, the father's age will be more than the age of the son. So if you are solving and you get son's age is more than the father's age, know that you'll be contradicting the reality. So present ages. So let son's age be x years. So which means father's age, well, we know that father is 6 times as old as his son. So father's age will be 6x years. So those are the present ages. Now there's in 4 years' time. So ages in 4 years' time. So son, 4 years from now, will be the present age of the son plus 4. So it will be x plus 4 years. Father will be the present age of the father plus 4 years from now. So present age of the father is 6x plus 4. And we have been further been told that in 4 years' time, the father will be 4 times the age of his son. So this means that this age of the father 4 years from now is going to be 4 times the age of the son. So that's the equation we have. So we have 6x plus 4 equals to 4x plus 16. So 6x minus 4x is 16 minus 4. 2x equals to 12. X equals to 6. So then, which means son is 6 years old. Father is 6 by 6, which is 36 years. So hence, the son's present age is 6 years, while father's age is 6 years. So that's how we interpret word problems involving application of linear equations. So read the question carefully, get the variables in the question, and then from the variables, use the conditions given to have mathematical equations, and then solve the equations to get the desired result. Thank you.